y'all doing? We got a little dance, get a little dance. I'm Britt Johnson. You guys can follow me on all social media at I am Britt Johnson. You have tuned into the Fumbles Weekend Zone. Who we got next? My girl Jackie.
Go ahead, Jackie.
Yep. Jackie Ray here. You can follow me on all things social media at JRay the Fanatic.
And it's your boy Chris. Follow me everywhere at CK2K.
So we got a lot of stuff to get into today, so I'm just going to go right into it because you guys look well. I've been talking to you guys all week. Everyone looks nice, healthy still, no coughing.
Yes.
I love it.
Yes.
We still have a job. Things are good. But, one of my boys said maybe everyone needs to save their money because they might not be getting paychecks much longer. And that guy is Danny Green. He plays for the Lakers.
Uh-oh.
He was on First Take this week. And for my first honorable mention, he left this quote for all the athletes and said, "We're not promised a check past the 1st of April, I believe. This is very different than the lockout. We were able to prepare for the lockout now that there wasn't going to be basketball for some time and save up. This time, guys, we're not prepared for this. This happened out of nowhere. So we've got to be smart with these last 2 checks that we received. We may be getting past that. We don't know yet. If we don't play the rest of the season, it will affect our check and playoffs as well. We have to be very smart about our money." Hopefully you guys don't go broke after not getting a couple paychecks because y'all make a lot of money,
Right,
especially basketball players. I could see NFL maybe having some issues, but the league minimum for basketball is like 1.5.
Yeah, I could make that work. Just
for real, right?
Like, I'd be okay. And are we giving the rookies back their money after we made them spend all this money on big meals and stuff? That's what I want to know. Since we're trying to be smart with our money, are we giving some of that back?
Get your rooks, vets.
Right. And this goes into the point that we kind of were talking about all week about we don't Drew Brees donated $5 million this week and Joel Embiid $500,000. But some of these guys, they do have to worry about okay, I might not get a check after the next week or so. So I kind of need to start balancing my money and see what's going to happen because they could actually lose the rest of the season. Who knows what's going to happen with the NBA? So.
I wonder if Zion's calling that organization back like, "Hey, remember that 100,000? So I just found out April 1st, and you just got $5 million from Drew. So I mean, you just got $5 million from Drew. So I mean, we won't have to say anything, but." That's crazy.
I think those athletes with those big endorsement deals, they might have been like, "Oh yeah, oh no, I'm good. They might have had that one thought, and they're like, "Oh, I got other money coming in. I'm good.
Anyone signed with Nike, Adidas, freaking Danny Green is signed with Puma, I believe. So I'm like, y'all good. Come on. Danny's kind of scaring people. I think NBA especially, y'all good. Y'all are fine.
Yeah,
okay?
But so I just did that story.
Please continue to help out your side chick, okay? She needs it.
Oh, not the side. Look, the side chick need to get a job is what she needs.
She can't right now. Come on, Jackie, give her some slack.
Well,
you want her to start a OnlyFans account?
FedEx and Amazon is hiring, so she could get a job.
Well, speaking of side chicks, or chicks that have been passed around the league,
close enough.
Is now officially dating Tyler Hero. All week we've been speculating. I mean, I don't think we've actually cared, but we did speculate for a day that they might be dating because they kind of exchanged some little quarantine and chill tweets to each other.
Yeah.
Well, I think it is now official because the other day she texted, "What should I do today?" Or not texted, tweeted it, and then a fan responded, adding Tyler and doing the little script emoji, and she wrote back and said, "Yeah, that's already on the list, but what else?" So she said that was already on her to-do list for the day. So I guess that's her boo. Is that what we're doing?
That is her flavor of the month.
Right.
Of the flavor
quarantine.
of the virus.
Flavor
of the quarantine.
Yeah.
Yep. And that's probably it. I hope they're practicing safe social distancing and they're just doing video hookups or you know what I mean? Because otherwise, what are y'all doing? But Britt said it last time, when I kind of go down her line, he looks like a little scrawny kid to me. What is your type? Clearly, it's just a paycheck.
I need to know. I don't think she has one. You guys
I bet so.
No.
Maybe she doesn't have one.
I bet if we compare contracts though and see how much each are making, we'll clearly find something that identifies her type.
Some correlation between
some correlation. There's
100%.
some zeros in there that make them her type.
Mm-hmm.
Right. All right, well, that does it for our honorable mentions. Let's move her to Jackie because she got some clapbacks for us.
Yes.
I do, and I am so excited, y'all, because only one of these clapbacks was directed at me. This is a whole new era for me. I feel like now that you guys just have to listen to my voice and not see my facial expressions, y'all be like, we don't really have nothing good for her. But a lot of you guys don't seem to understand that we are working from home and there are production, nuances.
You guys don't see this dresser behind me, no?
Right.
Cool.
Right.
You ain't never seen none of this on the Fumble, so I don't know what y'all be getting at. But this one came 3 days ago, and it's just a chain of things that people they're clearly confused that we're working from home. Because the first person says, "What the hell is this?" It's a live show from home.
Right.
Tell them I watch it.
It's a live show from home.
The second one is that sound quality, though, and they did like that because I know we were having some issues. So our mics are sounding nice, so yay for us. But then
I got a
Yahoo.
mic, y'all.
Yeah, look. Mic game stepped up. We out here.
Look, we out here.
Start a podcast and everything.
Yes, right. Let's go.
Oh my God. But then this Yahoo, William Slaughter, said, whoever did the editing for this has to be fired because WTF is up with all the random noises. It's probably people in the background because, again,
all right,
we
thank
at
you. You heard it here. All right, my man, appreciate it. So I'll send you over the equipment. You got it. It's all you, my guy. Since you got it, you probably can do better than I did. So
this needs a break anyway.
Yeah, I'll hand it over.
Day and night.
It's all yours, man. It's all yours.
Oh my God. This one is directed at me. This is from a dude named Antron. It's kind of a cross between Antoine and Megatron. But his name is Antron Bailey, and he says, "This chick is clueless like Sarah Palin." That was on the Jame's video where I said somebody should give him a job. Apparently that makes me clueless. I feel like this guy is old school because if you're that's not the best clap. Sarah Palin.
Like, nobody talks about Sarah Palin.
Saying, like,
right.
Why wouldn't they say clueless like Donald Trump? Like, I don't understand.
Right, that's what I said. I mean, and then put like a little...
Like, what is going on, bro?
I just don't. I was like, okay. I mean,
yeah,
right. But he tried it. I'm proud of him for trying it. And then this person clearly doesn't like our little banter because he says, "Get to the story. Really, I ain't got time to care about your DMs. 17 minutes is too long."
Oh, you got his time, bro. What you doing right now? Come on.
Those are my favorite ones that be coming through here thinking like, you're going to get ESPN or like the news and stuff like that. I came here for the stuff, the facts. I need this. I don't want opinion. It's like, yo, well, my man, you on the wrong track.
Right. I don't know if you've heard lately, but ain't no sports going on.
Yeah.
So we ain't got a lot of actual news to talk about. It's mostly opinions.
And he over there sitting with all that orange stuff because he's been eating Cheetos all day. Stop it. This last guy, he says, he's got this lazy clapback and he says, "We have lazy content." Look, right?
Okay, we're shooting from home.
There's not a lot of sports to talk about. So you're going to get the who's sleeping with who's got the nasty IG lives. That's what we got right now. Okay?
I hate that we give these dummies the time of day because it's just like you hear, when you read them back too, it's just like you really, that you type that out.
Yes. I wonder if they read theirs out loud.
No, they don't.
Before they hit send.
Yeah, clearly they do not. Clearly they do not. But that's all I got. For my
clapback.
Yes.
Some shit talking.
Got a little bit this week, and like I said, with no basketball going on, there's still, these players still find a way to get at each other because I guess Bleacher Report been working hard. So Bleacher Report posted this quote from oh my goodness, what is your name, son? From the Atlanta Hawks, John Collins. Jeez, John Collins. He was talking a little.
We've been missing sports so much. We're starting to forget their names.
Right,
that's a fact.
Who's this guy?
Fact.
Yeah, he was a little shade on Joel Embiid, all-star Joel Embiid. When healthy, possible MVP candidate Joel Embiid. He was taking a little shade talking about Joel Embiid. We've had a back and forth. I don't want to get into it, but he knows too. Every time he sees me, he says, "Bro, you're not getting me." and Joel Embiid and the 76ers proceeded to, Joel Embiid responded to that exact quote with a picture of him dunking over John Collins. But then the 76ers said, don't worry, Joel, we got the whole video. And then they posted the old highlight of him dunking on John Collins.
The Sixers did that?
Yeah, the 76ers.
Yes,
the actual
Sixers
76ers
social media.
account. Yes. 100%.
Squad goals right there. They're like, we got you.
Yeah.
Man, and no response from John Collins as to be expected, and it's a little back and forth. It's fun. No basketball going on, but they still got things to talk about.
I don't even know why he tried that. Like, they
either.
got time, so they were like, we're gonna look up this clip. Okay.
And when he dropped the line, I don't want to get into it. Like, you already lost me. I'm like, you don't want to get into it because there's nothing to get into, bro. That's the reason why you don't want to get into it. It's not a conversation.
But I'm just trying to make myself relevant for a second. Exactly. So I'm going to throw in one of the top big guys in the league.
Exactly. I like you, John Collins, but that wasn't a smart one. And moving on to somebody I'm not a crazy fan about, Spencer Dinwiddie. And you know what? After, what he says here, Jackie might not be a fan of him either, even though he was almost a Laker, according to a lot of Laker fans a few weeks ago. So Spencer Dinwiddie took a shot at, again, another highlight that was posted online. This time it was by TNT. And it was, I don't care if it was luck or not, it was the dope behind the back crossover LeBron did between Joel Embiid. Welcome back to, we just talked about you, and Tristan Thompson and Robert Covington. And it was dope. So NBA TNT was like, yo, this happened 2 years ago. And Spencer Dinwiddie and his little hating self decided to respond to that tweet by saying he didn't mean to do that. LOL, chill. And then he responded to himself by saying, LMAO, sheesh. Now I see why SportsCenter tweets about LBJ all the time. My tweet blew up. I didn't have any album to promote, so I just figured I'd post another tweet. #quarantine life. Because everybody went in on Spencer Dinwiddie for saying that.
So now he's like, oh, I'm famous now.
Yeah, like, oh, y'all love me, okay.
He's like, this is why John Collins did that.
Yeah. My favorite clapback was, your last name is Dinwiddie.
Man.
Like,
you
that was my favorite clapback. But I didn't think he was actually throwing shade, because LeBron said the same thing. LeBron right after that.
But what's the point of saying it, though?
Right. But you could have just been like, that was dope. Because even LeBron said some of the best alley-oops are just actually horrible passes. So
facts.
A lot of magic happens on accident when you're playing the game, because you're in the moment. You're just trying to. So he could have just said less. But the reason why no one's saying less is because they ain't got nothing else to do.
Right.
So I'm not too mad at this.
We keep telling everyone, say less, and they don't listen right now.
I'm sure I'm going to get called out. Right, because I'm about to watch the 2016 finals, and I'm about to post something crazy. People are going to be like, that's over. He ain't getting no chips, and it's going to be a whole thing.
And the nerd
but I got time.
Jack's going to take the ammunition and go back. Talking about, oh, yeah. Going after everybody.
Told y'all I was trying to get armed and ready. I'm ready.
We all went in on my L of the week, and I'm not going to not go back in on them, because I still agree or still believe that this new Rams logo is not it. Okay, now we've been seeing all these different renditions and people trying to fix it, and all of them look way better than, according to us, or according to Jackie Ray, Lil Timmy's design. Lil Timmy, for those who are new to the show and haven't been watching live, Lil Timmy is probably the nephew or son of the owner that drew a little design. He said, you know what, son, I got you. We'll make that our new logo, because nobody likes it. No offense, Lil Timmy. If you did do that, that's actually great art for you, Lil Timmy. Good job. But
he's like, it's Tommy, not Timmy.
It's Tommy, not Timmy. Anyways, but yeah, so to me, the reason why this gets to L is because then we also found out that there was a poll that Rams fans approved of this logo. So it's just an overall L to me. And now this is the logo y'all gonna be working with for the next, 5 years before they have to rebrand it because of how bad it's gonna be. But that huge L.
Well, unless Eric Dickerson has anything, he's trying to get it fixed.
Right. That's fact.
Doing his best. But I still think he needs to do another, because we agreed that the first tweet that he did was cool, but you can't just make him decide between those two. You need to do another poll, because clearly they didn't do enough polling.
Yeah. Right. NCAA, let's do our Rams.
Right.
I love that idea.
There it is.
Yes. Look. Every time we say something, they do it. So look, I can't wait.
And I would start that, but I'm not. I got my star. I'm good.
Right.
Some Rams fans,
how would you feel if the Cowboys all of a sudden said, you know what, we gonna twist the star?
Right,
like,
what else?
Don't mess with that star. Don't do it.
Could you imagine? Yo, that'd be hilarious.
Oh my God, that'd be crazy.
They actually did the real little kid star that has where you go like this, and it has the lines in it. That's gonna be the star because little Timmy's gonna do it. Yeah, no.
Yep. It's gonna have eyes on it.
Ooh, Jackie, what you got?
Oh my God. All right, you guys, so no surprise for me, my L is still going to be Steven Jackson. I spent the large portion of time on Instagram Lives hopping on with people, and it happened exactly like I said. Black men are like, look, I understand, because just what I said, you put that negative narrative out there and people are like, oh, let me jump on this Black women are bitter and horrible and can ruin your life bandwagon, because the bandwagon is long. And you you just made it go a little bit faster. And now Black women who are always on the defensive anyway are back on the defensive because you couldn't get it right with the slanging of the man part. And you slung it wrong 5 times. And now Black women got to pay the price for your freedom penis. And I don't like it. And I think you need to apologize to your mama, to your kids, to your baby mamas. You need to DM me, apologize to me, because now I got to hear this nonsense. You owe us, Brit,
yep.
All of Brit's family that I see in her Instagram looking all fly that clearly ain't bitter. You owe all of us an apology. So you take the biggest L, and you're going to keep taking that L until I get an apology. That's all I got to say.
Well, I'm going to end this with my L, and it's obviously me and all the baseball fans, because we were all supposed to have our opening days this week and we don't, and we all already paid for our tickets, so it's just money that some of us might wish we had back, because a lot of people don't got jobs right now, but the organizations are holding on to them, waiting for us to have that opening day. And obviously baseball said when they come back, they're going to have a month of exhibition games and practices before they actually start the season. So from the moment that they say they're coming back, we still got to wait a whole nother month before we get our money's worth from this opening day game.
And you still get to go, right? So like you have that opening day ticket when the actual opening day happens, whenever it happens, you still get to go there. Okay, all right. Okay, well that's
and as of right now, they aren't, like they said, if it ends up getting canceled, then you can get your money back. But right now they're just kind of holding on to everybody's money and just waiting till it comes. But damn, I don't know. They're talking like maybe June. So I'm just sitting here waiting.
Crazy.
Yeah,
I really could use that $200.
Right. And there's some people right now who would probably rather just get the money back to pay a bill, because right now they're out of work, this is such a tough time for all of us right now. It's crazy. Crazy.
All right, well, that is a wrap for Weekend Zone. Y'all have fun this weekend. Be safe. Sports Bar, wash your hands, clean your stuff, cover your mouth when you cough.
Thank you. Yes,
and we have it. Let's get out.
One more dance. One more dance.